Hey guys and gals, Homestead Prepper, and I want to try and give you all a little education here on hooking up an alternator. Now this tractor, I'm sure probably came with a generator, and this is something that someone has added on here, and it never has worked. I've played around with it and played around with it until I finally sat down and figured it out. And the way this works, if you can see right here, you've got an F and an R, and the R is for remote sensing and the F is for the field windings. Okay, and this right here is controlled by the ignition switch, and this is going to go to my field, so this is going to connect to the F. But before I do that, I need to hook up a remote sensing wire so the voltage regulator knows how much voltage to put into the batteries and to not overcharge them. And you can come right off of this. This is the battery. This goes to the battery right here, and it'll even say BATT. And of course this is a ground. And you can jump from right here over to the remote sensing, but you won't get the full voltage. You'll get a voltage drop. This thing is supposed to put out like 15.6 volts, and then or 15.4 volts, and then by the time it gets back to the battery, you lost a volt. And that's why a lot of times when you put your voltmeter on your battery while your car's running, it'll show 14.4 volts, and then it'll eventually drop down to 12.5 or 12 or whatever the regulator's rated for. So let's see if we can hook this up. And I've run this to the battery, and I'll show you how I ran it. It's just a piece of 12 stranded wire, and it comes over here, and always put a fuse. That's a 30 amp fuse, and I went straight to the positive terminal on the battery. So okay, now the R is on the left here and the field is on the right. Now some alternators, this is a Delco, some of them it's opposite. The F will be over here and the R will be over here. Don't ask me why they do it. Let's hook this up. Okay, and we'll plug that in there. And I want to show y'all how to tell if your alternator's charging if you don't have a voltmeter. So let me get it started and I'll show that to you. Guys, it was just too noisy to try and talk over that tractor, so I just wanted to explain what you saw. When this thing is running, and you need to be very cautious about sticking your hands around running things, when this alternator is running and it's charging, you will feel the magnetic pull. This thing makes like an electromagnet, and if you put a screwdriver or something metal up there and you feel that pull, that means it's charging. That's one way you can test it. If you have a voltmeter, I showed you what it was putting out, and it is working. So like I said, it's not really that complicated. You just need to find the R and the F. And I hope that was helpful, and this is the Homestead Prepper out.